Kyrie, that last play with Clay where they called you for the foul, you had a long conversation with the officials. What was the explanation you got from them?
I mean, it was just inadvertent contact. I wasn't in the right guarding position. Had a point. You know, I was stuck in the moment, just trying to see if I get some clarity, you know. But overall, it could have gone either way. You know, at the end of the games, you know, you kind of expect an aggressive style of play. And I thought I was in, you know, kind of legal guarding position, but the refs disagreed. So could have gone either way, but it was a big play for sure.
Steve said that the officials told him, don't even challenge it. You're not going to win. Were you surprised he didn't at least try it?
I know our coach will do a great job of having conversations and, you know, when the game's on the line like that, on the balance, I mean, it could have gone either way. So, yeah, just trust Steve's judgment. But from looking on top of the screen, I saw that my foot was in Clay's way and he tripped, and that's going to be a foul any day of the week, any game. So, yeah, sorry.
Two quick ones for you, Kyrie. I mean, you guys were obviously severely shorthanded, no James, no Kevin, but still a very competitive game. What did it take for you guys to kind of make up for the gap in talent that you didn't have?
Just having a resolve out there. And when I say that, just, you know, we had a team out there, you know, in the Warriors where they're legends, man. They got a few legends on their team, so they're making high-level basketball plays, and then you complement that with, you know, Otto making some tough shots in the halftime, and then Andrew having a big-time game, and you know, you just see that their growth as a team. You know, it showed tonight where, you know, Steph and Clay don't have their prototypical games, but other guys filled in, and we had to make up a lot of ground in that third quarter. You know, the whistle was going back and forth. Those guys shoot, you know, a ton of threes. So getting back in the game, it was tough. But I felt like in that third quarter, we found something as a team, and we can carry that over into the next game.
You said you guys think you found something. I'm curious, what is it that you found down the stretch in this?
That we needed everyone. We need everyone. We need an amazing effort from everyone. That's what I mean. It's just, you know, with James being out, obviously, you know, you can't make up his production. We do our best to fill in for his 30 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists that he's capable of going off for every night. But when I say that specifically, that we found something, it's just everyone's effort has to be at a certain level out there. And if we're not playing like that, we're not looking like a team that has that identity that when we're playing at a high level on both ends of the floor, specifically defensively, you know, we're not ourselves. So we got to come out there, especially going against these great teams in this league. You know, we got to be the aggressor.
And when you look at the effort that you guys put into this game,
mm-hmm.
And I guess, I mean, now you've lost 4 straight, you're in 6th place. How do you, as a veteran leader, I mean, how do you make sure this team's not fracturing when you put that kind of effort in and you don't get rewarded for it?
It's not the first time in my career that I've lost 4 in a row. It's not the first time Steve's lost 4 in a row. It's not the first time James lost 4 in a row. Like, a lot of us have lost games consecutively. But what I've learned, and I think other guys could echo this sentiment, is just we can't be fragile. You know, it's people are going to come at us. Nobody's going to feel bad whether this guy's in the lineup, this guy's not in the lineup. Every team is competing for those top 4 positions. We're one of those teams that have aspirations of playing down in the late postseason. And these games right here, you remember them because you're going against a Western Conference team that could potentially be seeing you down the line. So you never know what could happen, is basically what I'm saying. And when you come out in games like this, it's a great test. And we want to carry over the lessons that we're learning from onto the next game in Phoenix. And it's not going to get any easier. Those guys are healthy, and those guys are hungry. You know, Devin Booker's playing at an unbelievable level. So is CP. And, you know, those are guys that were in the finals last year. So it's not going to get easier on this road trip. So it's no time to be fragile.
That final 3-4 minute stretch when you guys were tied and they were able to play, what do you think the difference was?
I mean, they went to those guys that are very familiar in those type of moments. Steph and Clay, they had the ball in their hands. And then you just see down the stretch, those 50-50 basketballs we weren't coming up with. I don't know how many offensive rebounds they had at the end of the game or the last 5 minutes, but it made the difference in tonight's game. So though our effort was there, just paying attention to the little details that make the difference on winning by 2 or losing by 4. So we know each other well. Me and this crowd out here, we know each other very well. It's not any surprise when I come in here. Different arena, obviously, but it's still the same core group of fans that have a reason to cheer for their team. They've been very successful. We've had a lot of battles. And like I said, I give a lot of respect to those legends in that locker room down there. We're all, relatively young still, but we're making impacts on our team. It's good to see Clay back out there. And it just makes the game a lot more fun when you're going against familiar guys that you've been gone against in, the finals, regular season matchups. So it feels good, and it's great to be out there as a competitor. I think that's why, we were able to answer some of their runs and just going back at them. They were throwing double teams at me, throwing double teams all across the court, and we were just able to respond. So we take some lessons from this game and carry it over.
The San Francisco city supervisor, Matt Henney, was arguing before the game that you shouldn't have been allowed to play tonight because the city normally has rules that Warriors players and all fans have to be vaccinated to enter the arena. What's your perspective on all that?
I really don't have a perspective other than kind of echoing what I said the other day. Some people are going to agree and some people are going to disagree. He's entitled to his opinion, and I respect it.